Welcome back to some more Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes. We are in the Cindy system and about to jump to the next battle phase. So let's start it right off. Where we going is the first question. That's a lot of that's. I mean, 5 POIs versus 3 POIs is not a difficult decision. Although, what do we have? Scrap, supplies, Tilium, health, and faith. Or we go for a system, a hero, and faith. Now that makes the decision a little bit more interesting. So, okay, fleet health is basically a non-issue. Faith is identical in both. Supplies would be nice, and the extra heroes just, it's more people that can take actions. The system is a passive buff for the ship. Alright, we got a Slayer frigate here. What are you doing? They get exploding. When unit destroys, this damages all enemies in a 25 radius. And 10% extra damage each time they deal damage. That explosion thing, I'm just probably not gonna be able to keep track of that. Raiders, heavy raiders, strikers, boarders. Okay. Why is my Viper not selected? Get everybody out there. So far, so easy. What's with the radius? What did I miss here? I'm not seeing what the radius effect would be. This is all units getting the 10 damage extra. Maybe it can only buff units in this radius. Let me have you fly away from this. So here's this explosion thing. Striker here, striker there. Get weapons already. So far, keeping it casual. A little bit more action. Now you had the thing where you get extra XP for killing raiders. Yeah. So you're just gonna shoot the raiders. You go for that striker. You go for that. And we gotta just keep an eye on if anybody gets the buff here. What's the striker? Sending the Viper over there. Go to take this. Actually, think I'm outside of the radius here. Okay. Not sure the wolf is fast enough to actually catch the raider. We're just gonna keep it here, and the raptor kills them. And if they get a shot off on the ship, that's fine. One shot. No, not you. Go on. Okay. The 1 minute mark. Maybe shooting at that. That's fine. This guy got the buff that he's gonna explode. He's not great considering that we just shot him, taunted him to attack me. Oh. Leave me alone. I mean, it's what, 50 damage? It's fine. 250. Let's just kill this guy. I was clearing out up on their own there. Not my help. Missiles incoming. And that explosion actually killed the other guy. Interesting. Now we no longer see. Now we see the radius again. So yeah, I think it's really where it can apply this damage buff. Right, 19 seconds. You go for that guy. You go for this guy. So fire this. So there's like a red timer over the spawn timer just above that shows you when the projectile reaches the target area. So if we fire it now, we should hit this exactly as they spawn in. Yeah, no, actually you don't fly back home. We need your help here. Okay, 8 seconds to FTL. Right, you fly home and you hold position because you get the extra XP for getting wrecked. Get wrecked, son. Need some speed upgrades on the Raptor. Would be real nice. Jump. $15 XP for Sophie, which would put her exactly at a level up. Or we save the scrap for repairing. No, I think I'll go for the XP. Scrap is temporary, XP is forever. Alright, so first things first, promotion here. Don't care about those. We are not gonna assign you to a squadron because you want to be assigned to a weapon. So we could get the heal. Nah, I think we're rerolling this. 30% more range on your weapons? Okay. I mean, this is also nice, right? Free repair each time a crisis is resolved. Nah, 30 the percentage range is just so good. Alright, so first things first. There's a hero. which then also counts for our opportunity. Yeah, let me refresh my memory here. So we reduce all weapon cooldowns for 2 sectors for wreckage POI. Or we need to resolve 2 structure POIs with Sanvi. Oh god, I didn't even check. So, yeah, everything's just wreckage here. We don't have a structure. Well, that's unfortunate. Horatius Jackson. And we completed the opportunity. Good news. On the stock of inert missiles, the team's been friendly, so next 2 jumps we should have an increased weapon reloading speed. Excellent work, which is kinda nice because we are in a boss sector. And yeah, down here is the fleet status, and we can always check what kind of permanent effects you currently have. So the other thing here was an auxiliary system. Actually, let's first of all look here. What's the deal with you? You're a storyteller. We assign to squadron. And whenever you destroy a unit, we can gain some fleet health. Yeah, I've been graciously ignoring fleet health. So that's gonna be nice to have. Survival battle plan. Squadron, civilian ships, and the Gunstar restore 10 hull points every 10 seconds, but we lose one of our docks. I do not like this. I don't think that's worth it. I think we're gonna just scrap that. That is a shame. Like the next dock, it was like 400 something to unlock it. I think just going from 2 to 3 ships is such a huge power increase. But the break room on the Gunstar, since it's overcrowded, was designed for even half the current headcount. Okay, we can give them even more influence for a little bit of scrap. Sure. We should actually check what's happening in the bar. Deal with the military, Trillium for nukes. No. Supplies. Chat with maintenance. Okay. Offer service. 1% for all POI gains in this sector. Well, great. We're not gaining any of that this sector. Great. 20% to all the things we're not gaining in this sector. How about neither of that? Okay, I guess we're taking this. So, note to self, I guess check the bar first. Although even then, there was no POI that was given any of that. Well, we're still gonna take this. Get you some XP here, buddy. It's probably worth doing a quick repair here. 20 seconds. It's super cheap. And make sure you deploy it again. And then we're gonna have the crisis here in a turn. Yeah, it was a good advice here. If you hover over the level number, then you see what you get if you upgrade the ship to the next level. What the effect is gonna be. So want to spend 5 actions on doing this, or are we just going to get some more resources here? I think for now, yeah, whatever. It's a permanent bonus. The sooner we get it, the more we get from it. 3 supplies each jump. Alright, there's more crisis. What's happening? Little fingers. Another report of stolen supplies, Commander. My team's complained about it too. The thieves are smart, discreet. They take small quantities each time, making it difficult to notice. We lack visibility on how to solve this, Commander. We could upgrade fleet logistics to increase security coverage. No, too complicated for such a small issue. Let me tighten controls over the fleet. Like, it's always, I'm always going for the choice that's not her suggestion, because that seems like the smart thing to do. Who made you EXO? I probably did that. In tolerating too many organizations running shady operations, it's time to put a stop to this. Drastically deteriorating Great fleet logistics. Question is, what kind of level do we need? Is this going to be a case of, oh, you already have the required level? No. Reach level 2 in fleet logistics. Which is this here. Fleet health. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Pay 69 scrap. Nice. Great security system. Everybody seems quite excited. Installed cameras, automatic detectors, which all help us to identify the culprits. Kids, children, sir. Of well-organized orphans who steal here and there to get by. Intel, let's who meet aboard the Europa. Snap the mice. Surprised she's not suggesting to throw them out the airlock. Stop the suspects. Wonderful. Yeah. Send our EXO there. Do it. That's solved. They're all locked up. Impressive stash. Okay, so we can again increase power on somebody or take 5 extra supplies for ourselves. I don't want to increase the power of the workers while our relation is not good. If we get military hire, maybe it triggers another special event. And I've got to say, I've never, in the runs I've played so far, never got anybody to level 4 in the influence. So maybe you just pump the military a little bit. Slightly increased. I should have just taken the supplies. Okay, nothing left to do. 4 more actions to take. I'm sure we're gonna have some sort of situation pop up. There. It's a group of the Europa underworld type, sir. They've come up with additional supplies. Let's suggest we take some. Sure. I mean, if you twist my arm like that. Oh, yes, we have a level 3. All ships are level 3 now. We should probably go to our wolf and assign the new dude. It's the storyteller. Battle. No choice in this case. 2 structure POIs though. Well, we can only do 1. Oh, is that a civilian ship that we can save? Wonderful. And a trader? Refinery, scrap, supplies, all we need. Just need to make it through the fight. The infamous base star, an actual full-size base star. And number 5, the clerk. Rumors of the Galactica are building up a bit of hope in you, I imagine. Let me tell you something. The Galactica won't last. Just luck. Pathetic. I'll take. Right, so this thing has a special. Requires a target squadron. Then it launches a salvo of 5 consecutive exploding shots at the position on the battlefield. It's like a World of Warcraft possibility, you know, where you get a laser on you and you just have to run, so you're not there when the laser hits. Outside of that, it doesn't buff anything. It deploys raiders, heavy raiders, snipers, and strikers. The biggest problem is if that special ability targets one of our slower ships. That's gonna be not impossible to get away from, but it's gonna be close. Okay. Immediately fly over there. Whole bunch of missiles launched. Not a whole bunch, it was just one. Are these all strikers? Do some support fire over there. Send the Viper over in that direction. Send the Wolf over here. First of all, you're being targeted by the thing. The timer on this. Also, I flew it directly into the flag fire here. Not so smart. Okay, you need to just move. You know what? We're gonna move this way. And maybe some of these guys will fly into that fire. Oh boy. Wow, that hurt. Not a lot. I think I should have been further away so that I have more time to dodge between the thing being launched and it reaching its target. I think the smart thing to do here is probably to nuke this group. Yes, it's fine. You're gonna fly you out of range. Okay, you go for the sniper. You go for this. I'm debating if I wanna land you. Yeah, let's just undeploy the wolf. And we get the other ship out. Falcon out. Falcon is fast enough that it shouldn't actually worry about this at all. What's this? Heavy radar? I'm just gonna fly you this way anyway. A little bit distracted there. Okay. Please kill the nuke. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, 1.2 seconds if I want to do something there. Yeah, the problem is that the Falcon also has. Did it also have taunt? No. Okay, kind of missed my opportunity here. The Raptor's being targeted. Start flying already. You need to intercept that missile. And I need you to fly like this way. Gives me enough distance, and hopefully, man, the Raptor is even slower than the Wolf was, right? 14, I think the Wolf had 16. Viper, could you not be there? Cool. Seconds. Has also taken a beating. I think we can start undeploying you. Nuke coming in, we kinda need to stop that. Could consider nuking here. Let's nuke over there. You stop this one. Then you two take on this guys. We also have the flak cannon available. Good timing there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna tell you both to come home. Cancel that. I think the Viper might have some issues following these orders. No, I wanna also activate the I'm immune to damage thing. Yeah, something slowed the Viper down. Well, we wanted it to take damage anyway, right? Ooh, okay. That Polyphemus Eye is really a killer on slower ships. That's rough. So we can save the 27 scrap here, or we can give Decimus extra, what, 15 XP? You are at level anyway. You could, there's always the next level. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, we have a bomb situation. Well, first of all, we got a couple level ups to do. Every time the squadron activates an ability, it restores 20 health points. We don't have that many activated abilities, I think. Maybe we should actually... Let's repair you, level you up. Okay, here's the thing. If... Can damage to primary, 20 max hull, or a speed boost on a 20-second cooldown, and then we could restore the hull each time we use this. I'm feeling some synergies there. Immunity from friendly fire, EMP missile, a stun missile, or passive. Return. That's not great. This is meh. I think, even though I hate using that on a ship, I don't have infinite rerolls, but I'm gonna use one here. Okay, 50 heal on all other allied units within the radius on a 45-second cooldown is interesting. Every time you destroy an enemy, you get 2 extra range, or we get speed. No, we take the weapon range. That's gonna be insane. I don't know how many kills you usually get, but you're gonna get more. Cylon Flash Melter. Use nuclear energy. Try to decay to all enemies within a 56 radius. So here's the problem with that ability. Your weapon range is 56. If the enemies are not coming into the radius, they're not going to be affected by this. Then again, you are tanking, right? You are taunting them, so they will come at you anyway. Or, oh, I think this might actually be 25% extra damage. Debuffing enemies that hit you, considering you're taunting. That might be worth more. Like, this costs us a nuke each time we activate it. It stays active for the remaining, for the full battle, but we're still gonna have to pay for it. Now, I think I'll take that. Retaliation tactics. Alright, back to my hero promotion. I didn't even check the other two. Max health, don't care. Every time a crisis is resolved, assigned squadron gains 5 hull points. Every 5 seconds for the duration of the next battle. Now we take this. Activated ability. We have a little situation there, but before we do that, let's have a quick check on the bar. What's happening here? Look at that! Decimal's killing streak is off the charts. He's killed so many Cylons, maybe there's something he could wear as a badge of honor. Decimal's cannon. Let's go to probably like that, or maybe Warlord. What about a Velvet Thunder? Yeah. But either way, his morale improves. And let's go with cannon. I think, just my hot take, they could come up in that nickname event with more different nicknames. They're kind of a little bit meh. Yeah, definitely in the TV series, they're more interesting nicknames on some people. Alright, maintenance, military supplies and utilium, or we can gamble supplies. Well, we know the maintenance stuff was that we can get extra shit from the POIs, right? If it's the same thing again. No, it's next battle 5%. What, hull, speed, and damage? I'm not paying 6 supplies for 5% increase. Okay, the maintenance one, man. The maintenance event's kinda ass. Alright, what do we have here? A bomb aboard the Gunstar. Somebody set us up the bomb. We need to do this with Aaron. So you need to do this. So somebody else, new guy. How much is the difference here? 5. Okay, so then I think we'd rather pay the supplies here. Which is 4. Crisis? What do you mean? There's no crisis here on the thing. Okay. A Cylon among us. Demos morning, we have a Cylon on board. Posting as one of us. They're here. Can't believe it. Get hold of yourself, Mishra. We need to set up a post for you in the security center, sir, and you'll handle that hunt from there. One person for everything. It's protocol. You should know it. Counter-espionage demands compartmentalization. So, from now on, we have a new mechanic we have to take care of every sector. Thanos walking among us, could be anyone, even someone is CIC. Take a second to comprehend the gravity of the situation. Your enemy is among the very last of your kind. Let's catch this traitor. So why this crisis is active, every 5 turns, this Cylon will initiate a sabotage, which is like one of these kind of situations, like the bomb we just had. So we're kind of incentivized to find them. In this security roster, we have our heroes. One of them is a Cylon. Each sector, we get 1 free investigation here that reveals us 2 clues. So click like this, then for some it will shake, for some it will set a green check mark. If someone has at least 2 green, they're confirmed human. But if we have 3 questionable selections, then they could be a Cylon. So at the moment, everybody is still on the could be a Cylon docket. You can spend supplies to interrogate people on their on each point here. This supply cost will go down the more you have investigated. So at the moment, it's really not worth it, not for 15 supplies. So yeah, we're gonna have to suffer through the crisis and just see what we get. Talk about seeing what we get. I want to get a special mission crisis with you. Get supplies in here. There's the sabotage in action. You also get a level up. You are in my Raptor, right? Percentage damage for each range, and currently you get extra range for each kill. Or we could get scrap. Chance to get scrap with each kill. Utilium for each new game. No, I think more damage. More damage is more better. Talking about Trillium, though, let's get that in here. Give me some of that. The regular crisis. Worker blockades. Yeah, because the workers are still tense. We have a situation about the Moonfarer and the mechanics have all walked out and nothing's being produced. Great, just what we needed. They're also supposed to fix a cargo container. As a result, we have scrap drifting away from the ship as we speak. We need help, Commander. So, do they strike? Any idea what they've been through lately? They've been through? I'm sorry, Chief Tech, but we're not a cruise here. Show a little force and break the strike up immediately. They're only hurting themselves there. Okay, so we're gonna do the other thing. No, send someone else in to do the jobs. They get back to work soon enough, believe me. So we can either have 30% to all supply costs for 2 sectors, or we lock the Moonfarer, we lose 10% scrap every 4 turns, and have to do other actions. You know what? No. We're not spending any more supplies in this sector. I say that. I wish I could look again. I've completely forgot, we are in a trading hub. And on a trading hub you can trade supplies for potential another hero. We're gonna do this though. You're a group of my own crew. So believe me. You know, I'll bring it over me to break up a strike. I so wish my XO is the Cylon. Alright, anyway, yeah, so they are now a little bit more expensive. Radioactive bullets. Man, that would have been nice, eh? Applies decay every time you deal damage. Percent damage as long as the squadron is at 100%. Okay. Would have been nice. What else do we have here? The Cobra and a Studian for 200 scrap. The Raptor. Well, we already know what a Raptor can do. Oh, this one has some special passive. Gains additional 2% damage every time it deals damage. Resets to 0 if it doesn't do any damage for 5 seconds, which, you know, as often as we're sitting around waiting for enemies to spawn in, this is kind of a really bad ability, I think. The Studian comes with 7% damage increase every time it invades for the remainder of battle. Now you only have 20% evasion. Also, the Studian always has, by default, so that this is not based on the rarity here, they get a 50% heal they can use on any other squadron. It's kind of a cool support ship. And then the Cobra is also a support ship that comes with, what, jamming bullets? Nice, slow and frail. Every time it deals damage to a unit. This would be nice if we have another, like, boss sector and need to go on a big ship. And we can just reliably apply frail to that. You have good range. Like let's say, Pseudo Raptor. You can also buy nukes, Trillium supplies. Yeah, no, yeah. Before we do anything else, though, so this is the Find the Cylon crisis. This is the She Needs to Resolve Wreckage POIs crisis, or opportunity rather. So I guess we're just getting that of a civilian ship. is a botanical cruiser. Even more supplies. Comes in at level 2. Namely repairs. At the 60-second mark in battle, this squadron is repaired to full HP. More damage resistance and increased damage to elite Cylons. I think you're in our, at the moment at least, flying our tanky boy. Having an auto repair there at the 1 minute mark seems like a decent choice. About this, let's make sure everybody is actually assigned. I'm still kind of regret the Falcon not getting more action, but maybe we can arrange it. So if I'm not gonna buy anything at the trader, then we could try to save up here for a 4th dock. This is also getting cheaper as our chief tech gains levels. Alternatively, you also have the option to sell at the trader. Could sell the Falcon, we could sell... No, definitely not one of those. If we sell the Falcon, I can almost afford the 4th dock for the squad. We don't have that anymore. So I don't think we do anything here. Oh, we got another situation. We've got 4 turns. We leave it until next sector. I can use a dude to fix that, but then I need to do it as the first thing after the jump, which is probably fine. At this point, though, I don't think I want to spend the actions here to train the crew up on this ship. Like, you're maxed, you're maxed. You're also maxed. I think I'm just gonna spend some actions here. Another issue over there? Look, on my ship are banging down my door asking for protection. Apparently the military suspects one of them of being a Cylon. The Marines are tearing the production unit to pieces as we speak. I need your help. I'm gonna help out the workers soon. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Still on 10s and not getting any worse, and we're still not on level 3 for the military. Not much else we need to change. Oh, we could, of course, I'm looking at this here. Yeah, that's all set. I think I'm gonna throw a couple scraps here at the Gunstar to get the hull a little bit more up to date. You're missing what? Yeah, you know what? That's a worth a repair. You 170 missing. That's fine. Oh, let's jump into the battle. We got over here double faith, nukes, Helium and supplies. Most importantly, a structure POI. And over here we've got scrap, supplies, and a squadron that can be recovered. Again, I don't care much about the faith. I don't really care about the nukes. It sucks that we don't have Tilium over there. We can do emergency thing to gain some Tilium, I guess. We'll figure something out. We'll find some fuel. Should have bought some. Not sure if when you're at that screen, if I can still go back to the trader and buy some Tilium. I should have totally done that. Alright, a Guardian. Oh, Guardians are the worst. Absolutely. So one enemy gains 100% extra hull. Also, damage resistance while they're in range. That's already kind of bad. What I really hate about the Guardians is because they have the protectors and the fixes, and those are kind of very annoying to deal with. Get everybody out there. Now they get the damage resistance in this radius. I don't care. We need to take care of that protector right away. Like, this is so close to the civilian ship. Gives you so little room to work with. To engage here. Okay. What about with this? Yeah, shoot this down. It's a heavy, and over here we have 3 regular raiders. Okay. Pop this quickly. Did you only really get 2 kills so far? With that, hope that the flag fire is enough to kill over there. It's just regular raiders, should be fine. What do I have here? This is the AoE fear, and this is the overdrive to heal myself also. So I think you're gonna overdrive and come help here. You take care of this guy. While your overdrive is still active, zoom over there. Just try to give the kill to the raptor. I just activate this just to get my heal. Because making them flee is kind of funny. Okay, mostly raiders. You know, I think you can just take care of these 3. You keep chasing this guy. No, I'm just gonna activate the engine boost once again. Did I misunderstand that? Shouldn't I be healing 20 each time I activate an ability? You go for the protector. You shoot that heavy. You also shoot that heavy, so it doesn't shoot you. Then you start shooting this. A little bit of real tanking job here. Okay, I kind of want to test this here. So I click it. Yeah, okay, I did heal. Click this. Did not heal. Maybe it's because this is still active. While one ability is active, you can't have a second one trigger. Oh no. Alright. What are we doing here? You have Elite Raider 68 health. We do 76 damage. Okay, so you kill this. You go for this. Oh. I misread their spawn timer completely. "21 seconds. We should go for the protector or the fixer first. Never quite. If they're both in the squad, I don't know. I don't know which one to engage first. I'm also kind of thinking 14 seconds. Now they're gonna be in 0.7. I kind of wish I still had that flag cannon. Can probably muddle through this. Go for that. Okay, and then I want you to attack this, and you can help out, because he's gonna taunt, so you're not taking any more damage. You can tank the shots from this. Definitely need to bring the wolf home, actually. Everybody kill this guy. Fly on home. I'll be out of here before the nukes drop. It's very, very crowded here. Hang on. This can hit. It's definitely gonna hit that nuke that's the closest. Take a little bit of paint damage here. And again, we leave the Viper behind to get the extra 10 XP. It's worth the scrap. Get wrecked, son. 69 XP from that battle. Wow. Okay. More supplies. Cannon getting 15 extra XP. That would give the level, but then he would also be level 5 maxed out. Which he gets from any POI we do anyway. I don't think that's worth it. I think we just save the squadron. Save us 27 scrap for the repairs. Alright. First things first. This. Decimos. Just don't get damaged, yeah. Don't get injured. He did not get injured. We received some surveillance footage that could help with our Cylon investigation. Oh yeah, we should probably do that first here. Okay, oh. How convenient that you told us we found some surveillance footage and it exonerates you. Okay. Wow. No, not a single green check mark. That is bad. Okay, we're down to 10 cost to investigate something. Probably not doing that in this sector. We got a squadron level up, I think, on the Viper. Get 70% damage resistance. Immunity to friendly fire. Or 15 AoE on the primary weapon, but 20% reduced damage. I'm gonna be honest, just another click ability, assuming that the self-heal works, seems kinda good. Seems decent enough. Quick check on the bar. What can we do here? Maintenance specialist, eh? Deal with the military, where we can trade supplies for Tilium. We're gonna have to increase supply cost on this. No. This is just the good old 4 for 2. Yes, we trade. Then that level up on you. All heroes gain 25% extra XP every time we resolve a situation or POI. Or 25% extra duration on activated abilities like that damage resistance we just took, like the speed boost and the AoE fear. Yes, this is kinda a little bit late for that, because we are like, he's about to reach level 5 max rank here. Well, actually, maybe that's still worth it. Not even at the halfway point. We might pick up more heroes at some point. Okay, let's take that. So, then I kinda wanna finish off your story thing. Picking up another gazelle. So you have increased evasion while moving, and of course you get the extra missile stuff. I think we scrap this. Done. No problem, as you and Sanvi sit and talk about her personal quest. I've searched, I've gone through more archives than any person should. What I'm looking for... It's gone. It's fine. I'll never know. You smile. Deep down you understand this feeling as well. Looking for something. Something that's gone. Never coming back. Put me in a squadron. Let me blow up some Cylons. I want to be useful, Commander. You've been doing that, kinda, already. Okay. Follow-up quest. Destroy 15 units while she's in the squad. Well, she's already in the squadron. Alright, so what do we have here? Action or 6 supplies, 1 action or 8 supplies. So I'm thinking this is gonna be a hero thing. Both gonna be hero things, I think. Never. No. Not enough to get you to level up, huh? Hang on. I should probably check what this is. More footage for the investigation. Okay, alright. So good news is she is not a Cylon. She has 2 green checkboxes. So the fact that we're doing her quest line, her special story, her arc, it's not going to be wasted opportunity. That's a good thing. This we're gonna have to solve before we jump anyway, so I guess we just pay the increased cost here. And there's our regular scheduled crisis. What's happening? Lingering inflation. Somebody blocking a straight again. Damn these hold specialists. So storms in the CIC, followed closely by Aaron, back from a trip to the Moonfarer. While our meeting with the worker leaders was useless, they're on strike and blocking the production of hull shields. Because this, until the strike's resolved, every cost and scrap across the fleet will be a little bit more expensive. They want to negotiate, but I say frack them all. Okay. Negotiate, or we go ahead without hull shields. That means our squadrons would be more vulnerable until the strike ends. Much more vulnerable. Okay, 20% more damage for all allied squadrons for 2 sectors. Or 20% increase for our scrap cost until we resolve this thing. Negotiate. She'll do her best. Yeah, I'm not expecting much there. Okay. So while this is active, we have the increased scrap costs, but no other effects, right? And there's no, it's just really whenever you want to do this. And since we don't have any hero actions remaining, and we currently have the increased scrap cost for everything here, supply cost rather, I think we're not going to do anything about this. We're going to grab the scrap here. Didn't have the increased scrap cost, we could actually afford the new squadron. Grab the supplies. Probably handle another situation, yeah. Can handle that next sector. Yeah, it's probably fine. Oh, we're gonna be so running behind on actions. Let's get some extra Tilium here. Alright, what's the timer saying? I think we do one more sector here. Radius contact. Make sure. Double check deployment. Okay, no, this is fine. You're assigned. You're assigned. You're assigned. Cool, cool, cool. We can get an elite Cylon battle. And other than that, we have scrap, supplies, and fuel. Or over here, org system or weapon system, and fuel. and a trader. I'm gonna go for the elite battle. First of all, regular battle. And that frigate again. Ah, god damn it. Then you give the Maxwell and... oh no. All nukes in this range are deactivated. Okay, okay. That's not as bad as whatever the other thing was. You know the drill, guys. Get out there. Missile, explosive missile. You can't see what they're targeting it at just yet. So I'm actually wondering if I immediately send you over here in order to try to get the kill. With you. And same thing here. You fly it there now, and you land the finishing shot. And then we can take care of the missile. Oh, fine. They're both coming for the Gunstar. You know what? You go there. You shoot this. Is now what's happening here? Go. Can't reach him. Fly faster. Those missiles that are flying here are really fast. Yeah, we're looking here. So far, 5 kills. Yeah, 124 range. That's cool. So you will shoot on this, you shoot on that, you shoot this guy. Missile, you come out of there. Beautiful. 8 kills. Maxing the shit out of this. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of raiders coming in what, 2 seconds? Are you here? You still get your full heal, right? Don't you heal at 60-second mark? Yeah. Kills. 138 range. Yeah, time to get over there with everybody. As well, gotta go fast. Got the heal this time around. I'm really trying to keep attention to that. Make sure that actually works as intended. Quick interception. Feel like no, yeah. Let's just stay. You stay here. You start shooting the missile. Actually, you stay here. You fly over there. It's fine. I'm not totally coordinated. a bit concerned here. The raiders keep outrunning my Viper. We got the 15 kills. I gotta be honest, I've had this kind of, like, the quest line, not that exact quest line, but the quest line before where, you know, certain pilot then, or the chief engineer's pilot had to get 15 kills, and it always took me 2 battles to get that. Getting that in a single battle is pretty cool. Certainly helps that we now have 150 range. Could start shooting that guy in a second here. Yeah, you got your heal. You're almost back at full. Cool. Coming for me? At least coming for me, not for any of the big ships. Yeah, might have even hit. Just start healing a little bit. There. It's interesting, to say the least. Keep an eye on this thing. Actually, let's fly you here. You can intercept that. And yeah, in a couple seconds we can do a little bit of a shoot. Okay, everything here is dead. We're already getting past their spawn in time. Which makes it, since you don't know which direction they go, at that point it becomes really unreliable targeting that. Do it like this. You shoot this guy, you shoot this guy. They're not in the flag radius. You go for that missile. Out of the flag zone. Seriously, don't fly into that. This automatic chasing of enemies. Okay, you keep shooting down the nukes, we keep shooting down whatever's here. We might actually, yeah, let's trigger the everybody run away, please. Wolf, definitely. Go home, go home. Raptor, start flying home. The Viper can still level up. It's only level 4. So I think even though our pilot is maxed on levels, I think it's still worth keeping the Viper out there for the extra XP. Just zipping around back here. Jump. Jackson is the new guy, eh? Sure, let's get you leveled up. Leaving it behind. The map feels quiet, almost private. The world around you may as well have stopped. Take a good look at Sanvi. Her finger dances around the rim of her glass. Funny, our existence was changed forever, our lives will never be the same, and yet I was gnawing at her. It's gone. Like a whole new person sits beside you. And yet I feel better than ever before. Smile, nod, call over the bartender. Here is another. There's one I can't refuse. Alright, so she got inspired discovery as her trait, legendary trait. Every time a crisis is resolved, obtain 30 scrap, 5 supplies, and 20 fleet health. That's pretty nice. Good thing we left the crisis from last sector here for us to still handle. Intentionally. I knew that would happen. No, I didn't know that. Alright. Extra nukes each time we get a nuke, eh? Taunt. Well, you're flying the taunt ship. That's kind of redundant. What kind of shit? We have one reroll left. Hang on. Before I use a reroll on you, Mr. Sir Guy. Let's do one of these. God damn it. Basically told us nothing new. Because we still have 3 potential candidates here. 5 supplies to investigate. Probably have to wait another sector before we get any progress on that. We use a reroll. The thing is here, the taunt, the ship already have that. And then you think, oh, 30% extra hull is nice. But this requires a civilian ship, hull points to be lower than 50%. And that's basically, that never happens unless we're about to lose that ship. Like, we're keeping them kind of on high health the whole time. Okay, additional damage against raiders and heavy raiders, extra XP when destroying them. Yeah, I like that. We already have that on somebody else. It's a good trait to have. Alright, we also have a squadron to level up. I think we still have increased scrap cost, yeah. Oh, the Falcon. We have something that gives passive XP, I guess, to units that are not in combat. Retaliation, deal 50% damage back to the attacker. Or 20% extra damage against non-moving targets. Or an activated damage resistance. So non-moving targets is kind of interesting. We're gonna have, well, mines are usually one-shot, so for mines it's not relevant, but they're gonna be bosses that deploy like big beacons that buff everything on the field. That's a non-moving target. I'm not sure if ships that are standing still because they're just attacking somebody, if they count as non-moving, would make a lot of sense. You are applying taunt though, so maybe getting damage resistance when things get a little bit dicey. Yeah, it's probably not terrible. Time to deal with some of all these crises that we have running around. This one is the only time critical. Get you to do that. Okay, we got some silent investigation stuff about that. Also, transmission from Europa. A request regarding fleet maintenance checkups. What's happening here? Workers might be pissed off, but there's a reason. Checkups are required, as often as they are. Now let's give the workers some slack. I think they are on the verge of going to lower than 10s, and I can't have that. Okay, maintenance is now poor. That's also not great. And worker influence is now level 2. It's fine. And so weapon supply decay. Seems like a fun option. Healthcare, special deal with the military. Lay some pyramid with Decimos. We might do this later. I think is he in a good mood? No. He got a little bit of an increase when he got his cannon nickname. But he's also not cleared yet of the Cylon implications. Probably want to have one hero action for the Tilium here. That's usually worth it. This doesn't really matter. This would be nice to have. So let's check out these things. Okay, this is for supplies. Chance to do some further fleet health. 6. And this is 8. I think we take, and I think we need to do 2 out of these, yeah. Okay, we take the 4. And then we take the action. Solved. Actions on well. Cost of scrap has decreased. Wonderful. We got then the extra supplies, and then we've got a new crisis. Yeah, from the trade. What is this then? A fuel leak? Oh god. Because maintenance is... What happened to the maintenance? Several tanks ruptured. We need to assess the problem. Seal the leaks ASAP. Hey, 150 to avoid the crisis. I don't like that it doesn't say bypass the crisis. So here's a question. Does your trade only trigger if we resolve a crisis, or do we also get it when we bypass it? Like, I want my scrap to buy the upgrade, but I also am a little bit concerned about hero actions, or like actions on the ship in general. Try to do a quick fix. Is this solved? Okay, it's not bypassed, it's solved outright. Turn link is not fixed. Engineers are assessing the situation as we speak, but I'm sure we could have done a better job for half the costs. Sure we could have. I don't think it triggered the extra stuff here. Well, either way, I wanna do this. Get some Cylon. And I think we wanna get some scrap here. $396. Oh, man, I'm gonna be scrapless here. Just to be on the safe side. Okay, 27 for the repair. 96 for the squadron. Sure, they're deployed. And let's head out to the boss battle. We can get a civilian ship from there. Effective destroy or retrieve. Weird ore. Oh, doing it. Become a signal on radars. A civilian ship is calling for help. Well, it's damaged our FTL drive, and now they're coming for us. Protect the ship at all costs. There, move over here, Raptor Central. Back the standard ship from Cylon waves. They're just waving at us. Cute. Sniper all the way over there. An elite sniper coming in here. You go there. You go for the elite down there. Falcon come in there, and you're just gonna fly towards this thing. Okay. Change of plans. Fly there. Striker. Are you over in this direction? You're waiting for this guy to spawn? Good. Coming for Galactica, but we're gonna be not for the Gunstar. We're gonna shoot you down with our Raptor. That's all fine. Squadron destroy. I guess I was not paying attention to the new guy. Oops. Okay, Wolf. Freaking squishy ship. With its auto taunt. That was not a fun way to play this. There's so much happening here right now. Okay, we destroyed this guy. What are we doing here? Oh, I think the strikers have... Do they have missiles? Disruptive bullets. Not even sure if this ability is gonna work, because it kind of makes them flee towards the nearest capital ship, and there's a distinct lack of capital ships here on the map. Shoot over there. I think now that we have a couple more friends in the area, we can Get our flag to assist. Gotta make sure our Viper is not flying straight into the engagement zone here. For me, you're coming for the ship. Kill this guy. What do we have? Sniper and an elite striker. And the Viper here. Wolf on the elite. We'll see what survives this area, because they also get the decay, right, from the main ship weapons. So they're gonna keep taking damage for a couple more seconds. 97 damage. Okay, finish that thing off. It's cleared out. Protector was in range, so you didn't take the full damage there. Well, next shot kills you. Time to kill the Protector. And Border. Actually, Wolf needs to hit the border to taunt it. Okay. So stuff here is cleared out. Are you gonna board the Wolf now? I think this might be the last of the waves. We have a missile coming in. This ship has plenty of health. Mission complete. I think I'm actually gonna land the Viper this time around. Just because I spent all of the scrap and I can't afford another repair. That was the 1 minute heal here. Jump it. Attention is needed. It's a follow through. It's Captain One's words. The gods, thought we're done for. Welcome to the fleet. Pizza is a casino cruiser. 25% of our total scrap. That's, you know, I did the math on that. That's should be next jump about 1. And supplies though also, which is going to be a lot of supplies, honestly. You should have done that if we had done this before unlocking the hangar, the additional dock. Shame. Anyway, we got a level up on the Raptor. 5 extra speeds. Or a hold position command for 6 seconds, giving you 50 extra range and 30% extra damage. That is insane. Speed when our base speed is 14, that is, I can't ignore that. We've had so much trouble with the speed. That's a tough decision. I so wanted to take that immobilize, but I think this was the way to go. Okay, so we need 27 supplies, which we probably can't get here. We need to solve this. Or anything bad happens. Oh, I'm assuming also Disturbing news about the Cylon. They're increasing their acts of sabotage. Need to be extra careful. Okay, we also received more information here. That did not help us at all. The Itza is... I don't even know if this thing has levels. Oh, level special. Yeah. We could trade one of our 9 nukes for scrap, rather than raising the morale on our pilot. Which would allow us to repair the squadron. Surely giving some random shady dude in a bar a nuclear weapon cannot come back to bite us. It seems like the responsible kind of decision you want your government to make. In that case, I should have also, after repairing it, made sure it's still deployed. I don't think it makes a difference, though, if I click that here or click that then at start of battle. Don't think there's any delay. But, you know, it just feels like the right thing to do. Okay, and then we... yeah, sure, we pick up 7 extra supplies. For Artilleum. Because we're running a 25% bonus from the casino ship. Probably also means we... okay, for 2 supplies, we fix that now. Go with a clean slate into the next sector. But this is then also going to be that point of the video where I'm going to put a cut in. So we're about to jump once again into another sector, into the next battle. The fleet is in a good condition. We have our 4 squadron slots. Would be nice if we get another hero and thereby get another pilot for the other squad. And we of course need to figure out which of those 3 guys here is secretly a toaster. We'll find out in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.